Just moments ago, the judge officially declared a mistrial after jurors failed to reach a verdict.
So this is now the second time that this case has ended in a mistrial. The same outcome happened at last year's first retrial after an initial conviction against Weinstein was overturned back in 2024.
The prosecution accused Weinstein of abusing his power to rape aspiring actor Jessica Mann in a Manhattan hotel room back in 2013. The defense, meanwhile, said that Mann was lying and that their relationship was consensual. Weinstein has continuously denied these accusations.
NBC News entertainment correspondent has been following this one for us, Chloe Melas, joining us with the very latest. Chloe, it was only an hour or two ago that the judge had issued this Allen charge, basically go back to the table, and now a mistrial. What's the latest here?
You know, the jurors, they sent in a fifth jury note saying that there is no way that we are going to come to a decision. So no amount of time, it seems, would have changed any sort of perspectives or perceptions here, maybe not even the weekend. And the judge saying, look, I have a tight schedule here, and to also have them go back again, even though that's what the New York prosecutors wanted, it would be seen as coercion. They have to be very careful, the court system, and how this is handled. And so he said, thank you for your service. He said, you've been great jurors, and, you know, go on your way. But this doesn't mean that Harvey Weinstein gets out of prison now. He still has to be sentenced on a guilty conviction from last summer's second criminal trial. So that should happen sometime in the next couple of months. Depending on how long that sentence is, at some point, you will see Harvey Weinstein be extradited to Los Angeles, where he has to face a 16-year prison sentence. I get this question all the time as to whether or not Harvey Weinstein will ever be let out of prison. If his team, his legal team in California, is successful on his current appeal in Los Angeles, I guess in theory one day he could come out a free man, but that is a long road ahead of him. And he also has a lot of health issues, and he's, you know, in his 70s now. But again, this has to have taken a huge toll on Jessica Mann. This was her third trial, taking the stand against Harvey Weinstein, who she says raped her in a Manhattan hotel room. We have reached out to her team for comment on this. We have not heard her thoughts yet. But again, I mean, I've been covering Harvey Weinstein since the moment the allegations broke in 2017, when the Me Too movement first began, and I have sat in the courtroom for several of his criminal trials. So if you're wondering if I'm surprised at this, I think that you can just look to the summer, last summer, when you saw that the jury was deadlocked on Jessica Mann, and here we are again.
Yeah. I think the question immediately becomes, will there be a fourth trial involving Jessica Mann? We actually have a statement from the Manhattan DA to pull up here. Chloe, tell us a little bit more about what we're hearing and whether this could go to trial again.
So it looks like, you know, they are considering their next steps, and they are going to be obviously speaking with Jessica Mann. But I think what's interesting to point out here is that technically, because he was found guilty as it pertained to Jessica Mann in his first ever New York criminal trial that was eventually overturned, as far as I know, it is time served if he were ever to be found guilty again in the future as it pertains to Jessica Mann. So do prosecutors want to spend more taxpayer dollars, get a jury together, put Jessica Mann back on the stand for a fourth grueling time? Right. That's a lot to think about.
The emotional toll of that has to be a lot to be factored into the decision wherever the Manhattan DA lands. Thank you, Chloe.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or watch live on our YouTube channel.